Welcome to the Godot BootCamp lesson on how to use the Design Portal's API Explorer. The Cloud Code API Explorer is one of the brainCloud Design Portal's killer features. On the left, click the Design tab, then Cloud Code, followed by API Explorer. From this screen, you can run any brainCloud request. The API Explorer provides a quick way to experiment with all the brainCloud APIs and view the server responses before integrating them into your game or app. It should be noted that all the requests available in the API Explorer are actually being executed by the brainCloud server. This is not a simulator, it's actually making the brainCloud requests. Before we can make a brainCloud request, we need to authenticate first. Remember, in the email authentication lesson, I noted not to authenticate with the portal credentials. The API Explorer is the reason. By default, the API Explorer will pull your Design Portal credentials and use them to authenticate a session with brainCloud. Click the Execute button to authenticate. Authentication was successful. The server's JSON response is displayed on the right. Now that we have authenticated with brainCloud, we can make any request from the drop-down menu. As a simple example, we'll select the time service from the drop-down list and make the read server time request. The server's time is returned in the response and displayed on the right. Next, let's run a different request. From the service drop-down list, select the player state service. From the operation drop-down list, select the update username request. Make sure to supply a username in the parameters section. Click Execute to make the request. The request was successful. Let's try something else. Select the leaderboard service, then select the Create Leaderboard request. Notice the shield icon. This means that this request and any other request with the shield icon can only be made from Cloud Code and not from API calls made from the client. In this request, we're going to create a new leaderboard on the server with the default parameters. Click Execute to make the request. By making this request, we have made a new leaderboard on the server. Let's make another request to post a score to that leaderboard. From the operation drop-down list, select the Post Score to Leaderboard request. Ensure the leaderboard ID matches the leaderboard we just created, and then set a score. Click Execute to make the request. The score has been posted to the leaderboard. We can verify this by heading over to the Leaderboard Config screen. On the left, click Leaderboards, then Leaderboard Configs. If you don't see the leaderboard option on the left, don't fret. Your app has not enabled game design features. We covered how to enable game design features in the second lesson. From this screen, you can see the leaderboard that we just created from the API Explorer. Click the leaderboard. On the slide out pane, click View Scores. There's the score that we just posted from the API Explorer. We're going to go ahead and delete this leaderboard since we aren't going to be using it right now. On the left, click Design, then Leaderboards, followed by Leaderboard Configs. Click the leaderboard, then on the slide out, click Delete. Enter the leaderboard ID, then click Delete. The leaderboard has now been deleted. Creating a leaderboard is the next lesson in the Godot BootCamp.